Buddy, so this is so dirty. Oh man, I have so many setups. But this is a old build or an old request that I had a long time ago. They wanted to make the S table or the circle table where they can put it together. And at that time, the only way to really make that curve was like bendable plywood. And I was like, that's not really an option for someone who just want to make this. Maybe for like a kid's table, but I want to simplify it and make this pretty simple. Like just a table shouldn't be that complicated, right? But let me find a way where I could make this that anybody could make it super easy. This is probably not even a 2-hour build maybe. So pretty inexpensive. And I only made one just because I had so many builds going on. But I'm gonna show you the computer rendering if you make two. So you would just do the same table and you can make that S shape, or you can do the other one and it'll bring another half. So you can do the half a circle, or if you make 4, you can actually make the full circle. So you can even make a crazy S train. You can do a lot of stuff with it. So I definitely want to find an easier way to make this. It's pretty simple. It's not complicated. So you probably wouldn't even need the plans when you see this video. But if you do decide to purchase the plans and help us continue making more stuff like this, let's go ahead and get started and I'll show you how we get on this build. Yes, this would be way easier with the CNC. I'll include the plans for that. Probably a stencil. Some people like the stencil. I'll have all the measurements in there to show you if you just want to do the measurements the way I did. And you can make the top out of MDF and the bottom MDF. Really, this is what I had. And then MDF looks smoother on the side if you're wanting to paint than wood does. So I was actually going to make the top and the bottom MDF, but I didn't have another sheet of 1/2 inch MDF, and I had 1/2 inch plywood, so I was like, just make it, it's gonna be the same. So if you would like to have them, I guess, match better for painting, it would be MDF on top and MDF at the bottom, but you'll have to wear a mask. You can't breathe that stuff in while you're cutting it. And so I know with the CNC it's a lot easier that you can just cut it out, put it all together. But if you don't, and that's kind of what this video is geared for, if maybe you're just having a party at your house, or you want to do one for your kids, or you know, that S table design that you want to do, this you can do it with those 2 sheets of plywood with the measurements that I have in there, and you can create that look for maybe a party for your house, your daughter, your son, whatever the kids that you want to throw a little party for. If you want to do that type of party and you don't want to rent out from a whole business, which it's expensive and it's worth it in my opinion, but if you're a do-it-yourselfer and you want to do it, this is pretty simple. Most likely you wouldn't even need the plans. I put a lot in the video, but if you have any questions, or if you have you want to see the links, the stuff I use, and have the exact measurements and everything that I did, I appreciate you purchasing the plans. That definitely helps out so we can create more videos like this. If you don't have a CNC, you just really need just a jigsaw and a sander. Make sure you have your mask on and you just sand all the sides till they're even. Mine were not perfect, So it took me about 30 minutes to kind of sand it all together. And if you actually have a router, you can actually just cut one and then just use a trim flush bit on the next one and cut it all out, make it a lot smoother. But again, my plans are built for, and everything I do is kind of super beginner friendly. So if you only have a jigsaw and a sander, you can make this. If you have a jigsaw and a router and a sander, whew, a lot better. If you have a CNC, perfect. But so hopefully that helps out. If you have any questions along the way, let me know. Whew. I told you guys that wasn't hard, was it? It's, oh my goodness. But if you are cutting MDF, you have to wear the mask, okay? It's MDF is not good to breathe in when it's cutting because it has a lot of, creates a lot of fine dust, and there's some type of chemical. I don't know if it's an all MDF, but I'm pretty sure it is. But just to be on the safer side, you also want to protect your lungs. Make sure you're wearing that mask. I'll catch you guys on the next one.